As a rising artist, you want to do anything that will keep your head above water. But most times when you're put in tight situations to where your hand is folded, you have to deal with the consequences. Just take it from the Rat King himself, Gunna, snitching on his so-called homies after getting hit with 65 counts of RICO charges. Talk about rap cap, right? But what else can ruin a rapper's career and have them sinking from the fame that they have? Well, it turns out that jail time can definitely set you on a completely different path than what you were expecting. Take it from TayK, whose real name is Taymor McIntyre. He's an American rapper who gained notoriety for his involvement in a high-profile criminal case. In 2016, at the age of 16, TayK was involved in a series of criminal activities, including a home invasion robbery in Mansfield, Texas, where a man named Ethan Walker lived. His life was cut short after TayK reportedly pulled out a weapon, putting Ethan Walker's life to an end. TayK was one of several individuals charged in connection with that crime. After being arrested, TayK was placed under house arrest, but he cut off his ankle monitor and fled to San Antonio, Texas. While on the run, he released a song called The Race, which gained significant attention online due to its content relating to his criminal activities and life as a fugitive. TayK was eventually apprehended by U.S. Marshals in New Jersey in June 2017 and was charged with capital murder, aggravated robbery, and engaging in organized criminal activity. He was tried as an adult despite being a minor at the time of the crime.
Court judge decided that he should be held here in the jail with the adults, where hashtags and millions of video views won't have much influence.
In July 2019, TayK was found guilty and sentenced to 55 years in prison. He also faced additional charges and sentences related to other crimes he was involved in. Why is this important? Well, as of this week, Fetty Wap, the Trap Queen rapper, has reportedly been sentenced to 6 years in prison after being caught with illegal substances. Sounds outrageous, right? Well, when you're putting up numbers like Pablo Escobar, well, then I would say this jail time serves Fetty Wap right. How long has this been going on? As we know, back in 2021 of October, Fetty Wap was arrested for allegedly participating in a substance smuggling conspiracy. The substances named in the report were pretty serious, but Fetty Wap pleaded not guilty and was remanded without bail during a virtual hearing on Friday, according to a report by the Associated Press. Elizabeth Macedonio, the attorney listed for him, didn't immediately respond to a request for comment that Friday evening. A law enforcement official stated that the artist was apprehended at Citi Field in Queens, where the Rolling Loud Music Festival took place on Thursday. In addition to Fetty Wap, there are 5 other individuals who have been charged in the case. The newly identified defendants include Anthony Sinchi, a 23-year-old New Jersey correction officer from Passaic, Ryan Sullivan, a 26-year-old from Lake Grove, New York, Kevon Wiggins, a 26-year-old from Coram, New York, Robert Leonardi, a 26-year-old from Levittown, Pennsylvania, and his brother Anthony Leonardi, aged 47, also from Coram. These individuals stand accused of operating a multi-million-dollar bi-coastal substance distribution organization. Such was stated by Suffolk County District Attorney Timothy Sinney in a release statement. Suffolk County serves as their home base for this alleged operation. How did Fetty Wap do it? That's a question that everyone has. I mean, how do you even have time to run something like that when you're out performing shows, doing interviews with your own fans, and things like that? According to prosecutors, Maxwell was accused of being a member of an organization responsible for distributing substantial amounts of narcotics throughout Long Island and New Jersey from June 2019 to June 2020. Then the group allegedly procured narcotics from the West Coast and utilized postal services and vehicles with concealed compartments to transport the drugs across the country to Suffolk County for storage. Subsequently, the drugs were distributed to dealers who sold them in Long Island and New Jersey. Prosecutors characterized Maxwell as a significant distributor within the organization, handling large quantities of drugs. Fetty Wap was moving bricks like Pablo Escobar. The only difference is Fetty Wap was doing it in silence, while Pablo was terrorizing the whole state living like a free man. But who can blame Fetty Wap? He was raised to think that this was the only way to make it out of the streets. Even at a young age, he was always surrounded by dope dealers, and at one point lived in a trap house himself. This is where his passion for making bricks came in, and is one of the reasons that Fetty Wap is even caught up in this entire mess. But how much did Fetty Wap make? During the investigation, law enforcement recovered a whopping $1.5 million in cash. That's insane. They also recovered a boatload of narcotics, as well as several firearms and ammunition. I mean, seriously, with the amount of firearms that they recovered, you'd have thought that they were preparing for war. Prosecutors did also state that 5 defendants involved in the case used firearms to protect the substance organization and its distribution network. A total of 6 individuals were charged in connection with the conspiracy, with 4 of them having pleaded guilty and awaiting sentencing. One of the defendants, Anthony, a New Jersey corrections officer, was already sentenced to 72 months in prison for his involvement in the conspiracy in March. As big as this operation was, it's surprising that only 6 individuals were charged in connection with the conspiracy. I would have expected something like at least 50 people getting apprehended during a shakedown like this. And what did Fetty Wap have to say? The renowned rapper, widely recognized for his 2015 hit Trap Queen, expressed remorse in the courtroom and extended his apologies. He acknowledged the harm caused to his community, those who idolize him, his family, and himself, stating, "I'm truly sorry for any pain I caused." During the sentencing, Judge Joanna Sabert emphasized the significance of Maxwell's actions, remarking, "Despite your background and all the obstacles you overcame, you recklessly discarded it all." In addition to a 6-year federal prison sentence, Maxwell was ordered to serve 5 years of post-release supervision. NBC News reached out to his legal representatives for any comments they may have. The prosecutors had sought a lengthier sentence for Maxwell, arguing that he utilized his fame and influence to glamorize the substance trade. The judge said he recklessly discarded all the obstacles he overcame. Well, let's dig deeper into exactly what she was talking about and talk about Fetty Wap's rise to fame. Fetty Wap's rise to fame can be attributed to a combination of factors, including his unique music style, the impact of social media, and the success of his breakout single. Fetty Wap began pursuing music seriously in his late teens, recording and releasing songs independently. He gained initial traction through various online platforms and mixtapes, which helped to establish a small fan base and generate buzz around his music. However, it was his 2014 release of the single Trap Queen that propelled him to mainstream success. The song, with its catchy melody and infectious hooks, resonated with audiences and quickly gained popularity. It showcased Fetty Wap's distinct singing rapping style, blending elements of hip-hop, R&B, and trap music. The lyrics depicted themes of love, loyalty, and his experiences growing up. Trap Queen gained significant attention on social media platforms like SoundCloud and YouTube, where it quickly went viral. Listeners were drawn to the song's melodic hooks, relatable lyrics, and Fetty Wap's charismatic delivery. The track's success was further amplified through sharing and promotion on various online platforms. As Trap Queen continued to gain momentum, major record labels actually took notice, and Fetty Wap eventually signed with 300 Entertainment. The song was officially released in 2014 and became a chart-topping hit, reaching the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and receiving multi-platinum certification. Following the success of Trap Queen, Fetty Wap continued to release a string of hit singles, including 679, My Way, and Again, which further solidified his presence in the music industry. His melodic and catchy sound, coupled with his ability to create earworm hooks, appealed to a wide audience and contributed to his rise of fame. It is worth noting that Fetty Wap's rise to fame was also supported by collaborations with other popular artists, consistent release of new music, and engaging with fans through social media platforms. His unique voice and style and ability to create infectious melodies played a significant role in capturing the attention of listeners and establishing his place in the music industry, which probably won't be there when he gets out of jail 6 years from now.